Hello everybody, and welcome back to Season 43 of the Pichu London Cup Series. Today we're at Auto Club Speedway for the running of the Auto Club 400. The last race we were in was in Bahrain, and it was a really big wreck fest. It was in a track that very few drivers, if any, had prior experience running at Bahrain. It was really a lot of wrecks back and forth. And a very bizarre finish where everybody pitted except for Sam and Ozcon on the final lap. Ultimately, though, Ozcon stayed out, had enough fuel, and won the race. Even though it was dominated by Billy Bishop, Ozcon just stayed out and won the race. It was weird. It was just really insane. But now we're back into the States here at Auto Club Speedway, beginning our West Coast swing of 3 races in a row on the West Coast. So it should be a lot of fun. Anyway, Auto Club Speedway is our next race here, and let's take a look at the starting lineup. And on the pole for this race will be the number 99 of Coda Butcher. On his outside is the not 43 of Claire Richardson. In row 2 has Wyatt Thomas and 4 Steve Mars. And in row 3 we have Steve Morgan and Daniel Bouchard. Then row 4 is Giovanni Castillo and Owen Miles, and John Andrews and Matthew Buss make up the top 10. And the rest of the starting order. And here's Hayden Stringer back again in the 36, and another one of his part-time races here at Auto Club Speedway. And then we're going through the rest of the starting lineup here in today's race. There is our winner from Bahrain, Samad Ozcan, starting near the back of the pack in the 31st position. This is a fast track, however, and you never know what could happen at fast tracks like these. So last race we had here, it was a good one, but we'll see what happens here at Fontana. And our other part-timer in this field is Colton Robinson, and he's making his PLCS debut here today at Auto Club Speedway. He's running a special 55 Ford machine from BJ McLeod's racing team. Even though McLeod has a co-ownership with Live Fast Motorsports, he has decided to field a car on his own, with Colton Robinson in the 55 making his PLCS debut in today's race. Colton will run a handful of races this season, and he's hoping to find an opportunity to get a full-time ride next season. So, best of luck to Colton Robinson on his PLCS debut. 20 laps around Auto Club Speedway here in Fontana, and it's probably going to be one of the last races we run on this layout at Auto Club. Eventually it will be reconfigured to a short track, but for now the good old Auto Club is about to go green for another installment of the Auto Club 400. And here we go to the green flag. We are underway in Fontana. Not a bad start for Coda Butcher, but here comes Steve Morgan for the lead. Gonna have to try to avoid the high line wall there. The high line has the grip, but they get too close to it, they're gonna hit the wall. Better be very careful with that high line. As we see, I think one driver was in the wall. I think Isaiah Bernesh might have had some contact in that wall. And the first lap goes to Steve Morgan. Here's John Andrews for second place, and Coda Butcher is too high. Oh, he's gonna get the wall, and Coda Butcher gets into the wall, and this is what we've been talking about. That wall is not a great place to be in. They're trying to get that better grip on the high line, but they got too close to the wall, and he's gonna lose a lot, and he's gonna lose a lot of positions. The 99 is dropping way back after hitting the wall. All these drivers still trying to find a room here. Look at this. They're 4 wide. Some of them are trying to even go 5 wide. So much room for error here at Auto Club Speedway. 5 wide is not where you want to be at a track like this. For the lead, Garrett Albertson takes it, and now Steve Morgan's up into the wall. He's too close. Oh, Wyatt, and look at Darian Tahn, man. He's gonna try to get... Oh, no, that's Wyatt Thomas, and we have a spin. Wyatt Thomas got through, and now we have a crash. A huge pileup. A huge crash behind them and out of turn 2. And that'll race back to the line for the caution. Garrett Albertson looks like he's going to lead us to the yellow. Take a look. Let's take another look at that wreck here and exiting turn 2. It was a crazy one there. Let's see where it began. And there you see, I think it began around here, I believe. Yeah, right there. Let's take a look at the wreckage here. Hayden Stringer, contact with Claire Richardson. I think Richardson was trying to pass the 36, but got too close to the 36, and they went for a spin. And a big pile up behind them as these drivers had nowhere to go. A huge wreck, handful of cars involved, all wrecking back and forth. Coda Butcher was among the drivers that wrecked out, so his day went from bad to worse. And a lot of damage on Owen Miles, and there's a lot of damage on Paul Barber as well. And wow, 15 Unleash Your Quillies. Oh boy, big damage there too. A lot of damage to their cars there to start things off at Auto Club Speedway. Colton Robinson, at least he made it through. Wow, first experience avoiding a wreck at a race like this. So talk about an experience for the 55 making his PLCS debut. Right now 17th, but the drivers are coming down pit road to take their pit stops under the caution flag. And I'm sure that everybody's coming down. Maxwell Smart with major damage just came out of pit road, but still having a ton of damage from that wreck. And now the leaders come down to pit under this caution flag. Let's see who will be out first. A lot of cars with damage from that first caution early on today in this race. A short race, but a lot of cars already with damage because of that big crash. Oh, Coda Butcher just went inside. It's going to be a close battle pit road, and it looks like I think that the 2 might have beaten out the 19 off pit road. Let's take a look. That looked really close. Looks like the 2 barely beats out the 19 off pit road. What a race down pit road. Looks like Albertson is going to be your leader. And right now, not scored as the leader yet, but oh, wait a minute. No, they're saying it was Giovanni Castillo. From our angle, it looked like from our angle that the number 2 was the leader. He came out of pit road first, but I'm not sure if that was the line there, the exit pit road line. I'm not even sure. Wow. Not sure where they got that call to have the 19 out in front, but from this angle, it looks like the 2 car came out ahead. Yeah, you can clearly see the 2 car was ahead of the 19 off pit road. I'm not sure why they gave the lead to the 19. That is just... Oh, wow. That's just weird. I mean, wow. If this was the line right here, yeah, if this was the line, the exit pit road line, I think the 19 would have gotten the slight edge, but... yeah, I'm not even... oh, no, not even that. I think the 2 still would have gone the edge by that line. That 2 car should have been ahead based on this line. I really have no idea why the 19's out in front over the 2, even though the 2 was out in front of the exit. Wow, I didn't even notice that. I mean, from the looks of it, looked like the 2 was going to be the leader, but the 19 is marked as the leader. I'm not even sure what to think about that. Wow, so the 19, he has the benefit of the race lead as we come down to the green flag once again at Auto Club. And this is for second place as Wyatt Thomas takes the second spot away. Garrett Albertson is not off to a great start. He went up into the wall and now he's losing a lot of positions. Oh man, that 2 car is losing a ton of ground. Here comes Landon Smith Jr. for the race lead over Giovanni Castillo. A lot of rookies in this field all trying to win here this season, trying to get themselves in the playoffs, trying to be one of the underdogs here for the championship. I do apologize for that little skip. I don't know what happened with the editor, with me recording this race, but it was a skip there and I apologize. But anyway, we just had our second caution of this race, and here's what happened. There you see Nicky Maxwell up into the wall with the 18 Ryan Durrani, and they both make contact. And there they go, going for a spin again. And a couple cars were also involved. The ones that made it through the first time did not make it through this time. And there's Colton Robinson right in the middle of it all in the 55 car, getting his first taste of a wreck right in front of him. And they're still wrecking back and forth. And a big crash. That'll bring out the second caution of the race. And Landon Smith Jr. is your race leader. So, will Landon Smith hold on for the win in the final laps here at Auto Club Speedway? We shall see as we're back to the green, 7 to go. 6 to go here at Auto Club Speedway, and Zachary Fitzwater just took second. Oh, he wants this win so bad. He was winless last season in the 4. Now he wants to win again. He wants this win. 6 to go here. He doesn't have a lot of time. And Landon Smith Jr. is going to try to go for the lead. And Landon Smith Jr. is holding on right now. And the second place, Giovanni Castillo right behind him. Here comes Forrest E. Mars in the top 5. We come to 5 laps to go at Auto Club Speedway. And there's the second spot, and Giovanni Castillo just took the second spot away. Now we have 5 to go here at Auto Club as Landon Smith Jr. is trying to hold on for the win. Zach Fitzwater is going up too close to the wall, and he's going to hit the wall, and so is Wyatt Thomas, and that might have just taken them out of contention for the win. That wall has just not been kind, and we have a spin. Nathan Ormond and John Andrews make contact, and this is probably going to take us to overtime. And now there's going to be a battle for the win. Oh man, this is going to be good. And this might be the first race we end in overtime as Landon Smith Jr. takes the caution. And Nathan Ormond, John Andrews made contact with that wall. Only 2 cars spun out this time, but still it brought out the caution. And we might have ourselves an overtime finish. There they are. That's what happened. John Andrews and Nathan Ormond contact, both going around and bringing out the caution. Landon Smith Jr., he's going to have some drivers behind him, all trying to get a win here. And I think this will be an overtime finish, and it will be an overtime finish coming up. So Landon Smith Jr. is going to lead the field to a 2-lap overtime. It's going to come down to the wire at Fontana, so we'll see if Landon Smith Jr. can hold on for his first career win. Stay tuned here at Auto Club. We welcome you back to Auto Club Speedway. It's our first overtime attempt here at Auto Club, and Landon Smith Jr. trying to hang on for his first win. We'll see if he can do it, but there's going to be 2 laps of overtime here, and it's going to be an intense one. So here we go. Strap yourselves in for a bumpy ride here as we're about to continue here at Auto Club Speedway. Green flag in the air. Landon Smith Jr. leads us to green. Oh, we got a terrible jump, and the 19 is away. The 41 got a really bad jump. Sam Oscon on the bottom. Can he make a move? Can Landon Smith Jr. try to pick up again? Forrest E. Mars also competing for the race win. As we come to the white flag with 1 lap to go in overtime. Giovanni Castillo trying to hang on for the race win. And the white flag is in the air. 1 lap to go for the 19 car. Here comes Samet Oscon for 2nd place. Trying to make it 2 in a row. No, Garrett Albertson. I'm sorry, not Oscon. It's Garrett Albertson in for 2nd. And Landon Smith Jr. up into the wall with David Alini. Made contact on that final lap. Oh, Landon Smith Jr., he was so close to his first win, but he hits the wall. He goes off the track. Down the final corners. Giovanni Castillo in the 19 car. He's going to do it. He's going to hang on for the win in overtime. Giovanni Castillo is going to win the Auto Club 400 at Auto Club Speedway. And there you have it. Overtime complete here at Auto Club, and the checkered flag goes to Giovanni Castillo with the race win at Fontana. The 19 gets the job done. The 2nd straight victory for Joe Gibbs as he won last weekend with Samet Oscon at Bahrain. So back-to-back wins for Joe Gibbs. Pretty solid last couple weeks for the team as they now have won back-to-back races. Bahrain they won with Samet Oscon. Now they've won Auto Club with Giovanni Castillo. And it came to overtime, but it was a win for the 19 team. He got the better jump than the 41 car. At 41, man, down to 19th. That's just incredible. Started off as the leader in overtime and finished in 19th. You know, well, sometimes that's just racing. So, yeah, another missed opportunity on a first-time winner, but wow, it was just insane. And Kyle Gordon didn't even start overtime. He had an oil line go down, and he ended up in 42nd. So a lucky break for Paul Barber, who was starting in 42nd, but he came back out of the track for the overtime attempt, got a second chance, and he's able to take advantage of it, well, sort of, in 39th. But ultimately, it was Giovanni Castillo that held on for the race win at Auto Club Speedway in the 19. A big win for the team and a 5th different winner to start off the season. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this race, and we will see you next weekend as we continue the West Coast swing over to Phoenix Raceway. Until then, we will see you guys later.